morning, happy Friday. I decided I would start a what I eat in a week on Trim Healthy Mama and Plexus video. So today's the first day. I'm actually going for a massage today. My mom bought me a massage for a present, and so that is why I am like no makeup, hair not done, you know. So I'm gonna go enjoy that, but I've already had my coffee with half and half and stevia. And now, because I'm a little bit short on time, I have to leave in 15 minutes for my massage, I'm going to do a protein shake, which I don't do every morning. I really like to eat my food. I don't really like to drink it, but I really love having this option when I'm super busy and trying to get out the door. So let me show you how I mix that up, and then that will be my breakfast. All right, so I have 8 ounces of almond milk and 4 ounces of water. Don't mind my disgusting countertop. Oh, kids. And I add water to it because I just do not like thick thick stuff. And when you use milk or almond milk, it gets kind of thick. So then I'm gonna do 2 scoops. This is my Plexus Lean Whey protein powder and vanilla. It also comes in chocolate, which both are equally delicious. It's really hard to do one-handed. Oh man. Okay. Add that. And then I also add my Slim, which I drink every single morning. Helps my blood sugar stay level, and it helps my inflammation, all that sort of stuff. So I have a little shaker ball down here, and I don't blend it, I just shake it up. And that will be my breakfast along with the other supplements I take. And I'll have to say, I'm not a big fan of protein shakes, but this is delicious, and it's not gritty, and it has super clean ingredients. And there's just lots of good nutrition in here. So I don't mind doing this for breakfast. And I'm using almond milk because that's what I have, but coconut milk is my favorite, but I only like the coconut milk from Trader Joe's, and I haven't been in a while. So that is my breakfast for Friday. This is what I'm having for lunch. Quinoa dip, which is quinoa, black beans, salsa, and a little bit of cheese. And then I really like these Seeds and Grains crisp bread from Trader Joe's. They're very delicious. Ordinarily, I'd have tortilla chips with it, but I'm gonna do these instead because I'm trying to be good. For dinner, children.
Beef stroganoff.
Everybody's super excited about it too.
Yeah.
So beef stroganoff and salad, and the noodles are not Trim Healthy Mama, but we're at the end of the month, right, kids? There's not a whole lot left in this house. I forgot to mention that when I have something off of plan, like extra carbs or just white pasta, white flour, some sugar, that sort of thing, I like to take my block, and it helps to block up to 48% of excess carbs and sugars, and the ingredients are really, really good. It has chromium, brown seaweed, white kidney bean extract. So I really like to take this one, and it works really well for me. Okay, since it's Friday night game night, we are having gluten-free brownies and ice cream. Mine's mint chocolate chip, and it's from Aldi, and it's $2 a carton, and it's delicious. Happy Saturday morning. I've already had my coffee with cream and stevia. Now I am doing my Plexus Slim pink drink. And these are breakfast burritos that I made up and put in the freezer last month. And it is a low-carb tortilla, so this would be considered an S Trim Healthy Mama breakfast. All right, it is about 5 o'clock on Saturday, and I just dropped Journey off at a birthday party. And we had to rush right out the door, and I did not bring a snack with me. And so I rarely do artificial sweeteners, but once in a great while, a Cherry Coke Zero tastes really, really good. So I let myself get that. And then, don't knock it till you try it, bacon sunflower seeds. They are delicious, and you get 3/4 of a cup for $3. 3 carbs. There is 1 gram of sugar in there, which I don't like, but what are you gonna do? They're bacon sunflower seeds. Dinner tonight is chicken salsa queso soup. The family had tortilla chips with it, but I'm just gonna have the soup. There's chicken and salsa, cream cheese, a bunch of different seasonings, and it's a new recipe. I've never had it, but it smells delicious. Happy Sunday morning. This is Trim Healthy Mama E meal. This is oatmeal made with fat-free half and half, so it's creamy. And I like to put cinnamon, stevia, and vanilla extract in it. And I really like oatmeal, but my issue with oatmeal is that I will be starving by lunchtime. I don't know why it doesn't stick with me, but it doesn't. But I do really like it, so I have my pink drink and oatmeal this morning. It's lunchtime and I'm having a bowl of the leftover soup from last night, which this is really good, by the way. That's a good recipe. And I haven't been mentioning what I've been drinking unless it's something other than water, but 99% of the time I drink water. Once in a while I'll have a special drink, but I really try to get my 64 ounces of water in every day. It's about 1:30 and I'm feeling like something sweet, and so I'm gonna have a couple of squares of this Lily's chocolate, which this is delicious. It's stevia sweetened chocolate, and they're hard to find and they're expensive. It's like $3.50 for 1 bar, but I usually have, let's see, it says there's 2 servings in here, but that's too much chocolate for me to eat at one time. I think I usually divide it into thirds, but if you subtract 17 from 21, that is only 4 carbs for half of this bar. And so that would be 8 carbs for the whole bar. So it's about a little less than 3 carbs if I divide it into thirds. And it's delicious. The salted almond is good, and the creamy milk chocolate are my 2 favorites. All right, we have small group tonight, so let me show you what I'm bringing. But I made a loaf of bread in my bread maker, and then I am bringing some pineapple and strawberries. And we're actually having spaghetti, and so I'm just gonna go prepared. I'm just making myself some zucchini noodles to take with me, and then I will have the sauce on top of it and eat some of the strawberries, and that will be my dinner tonight. I try not to eat after dinner, but sometimes when I do, this is one of my favorite treats, and it is sliced strawberries, a little drizzle of heavy cream and stevia, and sometimes I will even make like homemade whipped cream with stevia, which is delicious as well, but it really hits the spot. It's very yummy. Happy Monday morning. I have already had my coffee with a little bit of heavy whipping cream and stevia, and now I'm going to eat breakfast. So I'm having cottage cheese and strawberries for breakfast. I love cottage cheese. I think it's delicious. I think it's either a love-hate relationship, but I love it. And I haven't mixed up my pink drink yet, but I will have that with it as well. It is 12 o'clock and it's time for lunch, and today I am having a bowl of that quinoa dip that needs to be cleaned up. And then full disclosure, I am going to have some tortilla chips with it today, which is not on plan, but they sound good, and I don't know, there's that. And then I also have a little bit of fruit to clean up from last night that I'm going to have with it. Almost 2 o'clock, and I am really cold. It's really rainy and cold, and so coffee sounded good to me. So I made myself a sugar-free latte. I made no carb milk with a little bit of heavy whipping cream, and the rest of it is water. It's actually good. It sounds weird, but it's very delicious. And then I have this stevia agave syrup, and I like to use syrup rather than the powder for drinks like this because the texture is better. And I have a milk frother and a little espresso pot, whatever that thing's called. So this is delicious. Do you think it's delicious, Jericho?
No.
No, he has chocolate milk. It is 5:45 and we're having dinner. Tiki masala, chicken tiki masala, and I'm having mine over cauliflower rice, and I don't know what their problems are, but, and lots of green beans, and the family is having theirs with jasmine rice. Happy Wednesday morning. I had some zucchini left over that I needed to use up, so this is an attempt at a zucchini omelet, which is mostly zucchini and a little bit of eggs. What'd you have for breakfast?
A shake.
A shake. A protein shake.
I don't like protein.
Well,
Protein's bad for you.
Well, you had it for breakfast. Here is my lunch. It's leftover tikka masala. There's a teeny bit of white rice in here that was left over, but it's mostly cauliflower and then the pieces of chicken. If you've not tried the sauce from Aldi, then you need to because it is so yummy. It is Wednesday evening and it is dinner time. Jericho's cutting strawberries for me, and I had a handful of nuts and a cream soda Zevia while I was driving in the car this afternoon, but not safe to film while you're driving, so I did not do that. But we are having hot dogs for dinner. Originally, Journey had a softball game and it got canceled, so we were just doing a quick hot dog dinner, but we're still having hot dogs. So her game got canceled, it's cold and rainy, and so I have regular hot dog buns for some of the kids, and then I made a fathead dough, like pigs in a blanket, for Julia and myself, and because she's gluten-free, and we are having coleslaw with it, and strawberries. So I will show you what that looks like. This is what it looks like, and my family just informed me that it's Tuesday, not Wednesday. So it's Tuesday night. It's Thursday morning, and I'm having an e-meal this morning. I've already had my coffee, and I did the fat-free half and half. And this is the sprouted grain bread from Aldi, which is delicious. And ordinarily I would smear like those little Laughing Cow, the Aldi brand Laughing Cow cheese wedges, but I was out of those, so I only had cream cheese, so I tried to do a really thin smear of cream cheese to keep it in the E range. But I'm having this for breakfast, and today is grocery shopping day, so hopefully I will have some more options for the next day or so. It is lunchtime on Wednesday. I did get it right, it's Wednesday. And Jericho and I are having leftover hot dogs from last night, but this is a low carb wrap with a hot dog and mustard and sauerkraut and a little bit of celery seed. So that's going to be delicious. I'm gonna wash up some raspberries to have with it. And my water, of course. So I'm sitting in car pickup line at school, and I was feeling hungry, so I'm gonna have some of these mixed nuts, and then I did make myself a baobab drink before I left, which, oh, missed a chunk, look at that. Which if you are a Trim Healthy Mama and you have not tried their baobab powder, it is delicious. It reminds me of orange juice for some reason, kind of that pulpy orange juice texture. But I do 2 tablespoons of baobab powder and a half a tablespoon of super sweet, and then as much apple cider vinegar as you can tolerate. And I don't know, I think this is probably like a 16-ounce bottle, and I mix it all up, and it is delicious. I love it. What's for dinner tonight? This is chili mac. I don't know if you guys make anything like this, but it's one of our favorites. This is technically not Trim Healthy Mama compliant because of the noodles in there, but I just didn't feel like making something different tonight. And then here's a little tip: if you have anybody gluten-free or whatever, I just add the noodles at the very end, and so I took out the chili and put it in a separate pot, and then just added the gluten-free noodles to it. So that it's not like I'm cooking two different things, I'm just like separating it out. So that's what we're having for dinner. All right, that's what I eat in a week. I hope you enjoyed it. I am not Trim Healthy Mama compliant 100% of the time. I try my best to stay on plan because I feel better when I eat that way. And I also am not doing it for weight loss right now. I am just, Jericho, go. I just feel better when I eat that way. So that is what I had for meals in a week. So I hope that it inspired you to make something different. And like always, we will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.